Okay, I wanted to add another thing as well. Um, you know, I see in your pictures, your body looks like, man, it's in a pretty darn good spot. Those pictures you just sent. So what I see though is your arms, how your release works. I mean, you've got it pretty, if you look at where you're at in this picture, you're pretty fully released this way, kind of around the corner. So it has that look like the knuckles down kind of look to it through here, which is really good. But I think what's happening is this is it's pulling you around this way a little bit, because you're back here. The release that you have is still from the CF model, which is less body turn. So the CP model is less hand rotation through the hip. So the CP model is where we really have this left glute back, right shoulder forward. But at the same time, when I do that, I'm trying to hold my release off. Like this way. I don't want this thing to get fully released. Where I think, you know, your arms are releasing for a less rotated body position. Because if we're going to rotate that much, if this releases, the forces are all over here. So it's going to pull me around over here. So I think that's why your arms always look kind of sawed off over here, because this right hand releases so well, it kicks you around this way because you're trying to rotate better into that left hip. So I think that's where you feel this a little bit. And I always see your arms kind of over here at the finish. They kind of looked kind of swiped across it, kind of like this way a little bit. So if I swing toward you, it looks like the arms always get over here. So what I'd like you to play around with is feeling if everything's going to come back to center point, then everything's going to rotate together up to here. So the arms should feel like they're more in front of your pecs, and not pulled over here. Because this right hand is releasing while you're pushing back more and getting around in this hip more, it pulls, everything's set up over here. So when the release happens, it pulls over here. This release is great if I've got Jack's body. But if I want Trevino's left hip, I need Trevino's arms. So I can't have the thing flipping as much. So you'd hit some shots. The flying wedge drill looks like this. So this is a stack and tilt thing stolen from Mac, but the flying wedge drill looks like this. And if you slow this down on camera, you'll see there's zero release. So it's very much hands don't ever release. So club stays flying wedge on camera looks like that. So club outside, hands in. So the reason that hands are in is because the glutes are rotated. What makes the hands come in? Club stay out. It's the rotation of that left hip. So yeah, hit some shots feeling the club in front of the pecs more up here. Like really, like right in front of you, like right here. Because I want everything to move together through here so that this is right in front of my pecs. Remember where we spiked the club down or the sword into the ground? So play around with that and the feeling of the flying wedge drill, where there's really no release. It's all body pivot. Because I'd love to see that release on a driver, but you know, if you rotate hard with a driver and release it, left's in play, so your instinct's going to be, I don't want that happening, so the body's going to go like that and pop out of it and cut it right. Versus with the driver just feeling, you know, just a full golf swing like you do with your super speed sticks, but then on these little shots through here, like that little 7-iron or something you had on camera, that those pictures you sent me, you know, go back and watch Tiger 2000. So many 8-irons that he hit were like this, where everything's rock solid right in front of the pecs at the finish. Just wanted to add that. Thanks.